If you are surveying in a dense vegetation or steep terrain, relying on the LoRa correction link across your entire site is not realistic. On large sites where radio range is limited due to insufficient line of sight, or absence of an internet connection, or non-availability of the Entrep service, stop-and-go method becomes a reliable solution. Stop-and-go with Emlid flow allows you to improve position of points measured without a real-time correction link between the base and the rover. This simply means collecting points on a single solution to post-process them to get a fixed solution. In this video, I am going to show you how to configure your RS4 base and your RS4 Pro Rover so you can use your PPK stop-and-go method to collect points for post-processing. If you like what we are doing here at Some Survey Instruments, please consider giving us a like, subscribing to our channel, or hitting that bell notification. It is important to remember that you require at least one non-point on your site to do a successful PPK stop-and-go method. We've got our base set up over a non-point. Let's go and configure it. So first thing first, I'm gonna make sure that I'm connected over the base over Wi-Fi. Then I'm gonna go head to Emlid Flow. I'll open Emlid Flow. I'll connect to the base. And then from there onwards, I want to configure my base to be on a non-point. So I'll go to base settings. I'll go to configure. And then I will change the coordinate entry method from average single to manual. Then from there, I will enter my height of instrument of the base setup, which I have calculated to be 1.75. Then from there, I'm gonna go and choose the point from the project. I'm gonna go PPK stop and go project, and I'm gonna choose my PM3. I'm gonna say apply and then save. So just like that, my base is set up over a non-point. So for a successful stop and go, it is important to note that we will be using the logging button. So I will go to logging. And then before I start recording, I would want to check if the recorded logs and settings are correct. So I will go to recorded logs and settings. I will go to settings. And then I will give my login name. So this will be my PPK point collection. I'm gonna keep my formats and presets at RINEX 3.03. My antenna height is already added, and then I'm gonna give my base station a name. So my base is set up over PM3. I'm gonna make sure that on the additional logs I have position track logged and base correction logged as RTCM3. And then I'll make sure that I also do a backup for RINEX files. I'm gonna make sure that it's only one name, and then from there I can apply. Once apply, I'm now ready to collect my point as a PPK stop and go. Once the base is logging, the next thing is to connect to the rover now and start collecting the points. So I'm gonna minimize, open my Wi-Fi settings, connect to the RS4 Pro Rover, and head to Emlid Flow. I'm gonna open Emlid Flow. Connect to my RS Pro Rover. And then I'm gonna make sure that the rover is also logging just as a backup. So I'm gonna go under logging, make sure that it's logging the position track, it's logging the base correction, and I have backed up my raw data, as you can see. Then I'm gonna go and say start recording, and then from there I will open my projects. So I will go under survey, open my project, and then now I'm ready to collect my other unknown points to fix them as a post-processing points. It's important to know this about the distance of your points. For every 1 kilometer, you need to average at least 1 minute per point. Let's go and do the measurements. So I'm gonna go measure my point, make sure that my pole height is 2 meters, and just mark that I'm using a quick release. I'm gonna go save. And then I'm gonna change the averaging time. And then I'm gonna make it a minute. I'm gonna save and then I'll start collecting my point. And this is how you collect your points using the PPK stop and go method. Keep an eye out for a future video where we will be showing you how to post-process the points. If you have a question or need assistance, leave a comment down below and we will be happy to help.